Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
January 7, 2020, the Autocracy in a Corporation edition. First up, from Stephen Stern on the Financial Times on Management column, he asked the question, will autocratic leadership styles spill over into business? And he points to a notorious or famous CEO, Chainsaw Al, who engaged in massive cost cutting and dumping of cost out of companies he bought. This is Al Dunlap, of course. And then with a quick spike in price would sell for a very large profit. And then, of course, the company was completely gutted and went away. So he basically destroyed the value of the company by firing all the employees so that he could sell the assets. And his motto was, or at least it said was, if you want a friend, get a dog. And I'm taking no chances. I've got 2. He basically, his leadership style was management by deeming. You simply declare it that something is so and it will be. It's going to be interesting to see if the leadership style of the Trump administration, with its denial of facts, not concerned with data, and denying real-world examples, will spill over into the business world going forward. Next up, also from the Financial Times, is a story about KPMG's battle to restore its mangled reputation in the United Kingdom. The audit firm really hit a big number of stumbling steps over the last year. In England, most particularly, they had disastrous audit results where companies who passed KPMG audits went into receiverships within the same tax year. There were also several high-profile complaints about the firm's alpha culture and sexual harassment in the office. 2 female partners quit because of a whitewashed investigation of the highest producing partner in the London office. And the quality of audits has generally been down across the board. So it's going to be interesting to see what KPMG can do in the United Kingdom. Of course, this doesn't even get to the scandals they got to for their cultural missteps in the United States. Our third article also comes from the Financial Times today, and it asks the question of whether office sharing has destroyed office morale, because it turns out that noisy and personal and cramped office space, by basically ramming as many employees as possible into one area, is a dark side of office design. This has led to actually less face-to-face interactions, which have fallen by 70%, in favor of digital communications, literally when employees are sitting next to each other. Obviously, WeWork is the foremost exponent of this, but many corporations have gone to it simply as a way to take away employees' real estate and try to reduce costs in that manner, but it's turned out to be much less than productive. Our final story today comes from the Wall Street Journal, which asked the question, was there too much partying at the McDonald's Corporation of all places? The former CEO who left because of an inappropriate relationship, that's Steve Easterbrook, inappropriate relationship with a subordinate. It turns out that not only was he engaging in inappropriate behavior, but he was creating an inappropriate culture, one of partying, of basically alpha male lifestyles, going way overboard, and probably not something you would have thought from the family-friendly confines of the Golden Arch. And it just goes to show how important culture is in an organization. When a CEO engages in the types of behavior that Easterbrook engaged in, it can really destroy a culture all the way down through the organization. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio.